Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man Joe. Came around just to find that you need to know. So I was going through my emails and somebody asked me a question. I know you saw the title, but somebody asked me a question about is it a sin to date or marry a Nephilim? So it took me some. It took me a moment to really think about that, and I was in my Jeopardy like do 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 do. But overall, but is it a sin for a man to date or marry a Nephilim? Well, we got to go to the book of Genesis. Yeah, the book of Genesis, the beginning, where it speaks about how God created the land, sea, the ground, the beast of the sea, and the beast in the land, the creepy crawlies, and mankind, to have their own kind, which is probably their own kind, which is their own seed, to reproduce and procreate. Okay. Um, Till one day, the Watchers, some may call them Watchers, some might call them fallen angels, but the Watchers somehow saw mankind, or the daughters of men, saw them as beautiful and took upon them as wives. And it caused them a great heap of destruction. Believe that those fallen Watchers made the Nephilim children and caused it to a point that where they couldn't sustain them, and so the Nephilim children were eating mankind, which causes a problem. And then the Book of Enoch did bring up about that subject as well. Um, yes. What else? I know I had other things to speak more about this. I know that we live in a day and age. I know that this subject of Nephilim has been coming up a lot more. Um, is that, and especially in media, where they're trying to romanticize, getting with someone that is like a half human, half mermaid, half beast, half cow, the whole whatnot. To a point that try to intermingle mingling and stuff like that. Um, but is it a sin? Oh yeah, and you also brought up the is it like when you're dating or marrying a Nephilim, is it close or similar to being a homosexual, or is it similar to bestiality? I'm not so sure about that, but it is something as out of your nature to yeah, it is something that's out of your nature to intermingle with. Like you don't, like you see women out here, but you rather do this because of whatever particular reason. It could be your heart or your flesh desires, um, that might have fooled you into do such things. Um, yeah, it's not in your nature to have uh, relations, with such creatures as that. So yeah, it's not natural for to do that. So you have to stick with womankind. But since we are in the end times, we definitely do need to be more careful out here. Due to, again, there's a lot of conversations about the Nephilims and fallen angels and their missions to, I guess, interbreed with mankind, so that they may or may not um, end up in God's kingdom, um, or somehow I heard many stories about people, not many, but it was quite a few, that about people that are intermeeting with Nephilims or some type of principalities and stuff like that. Um, what else? I had a whole conversation too. I feel like I said what I needed to say. So the point is that, is it a sin to marry or date a Nephilim? Yes, it is a sin. Because if you read, yes, and again, it's in the book Genesis, and also maybe the first few pages of the book of Enoch. And if you read in the book of Enoch, there's a lot of controversy on that. People do not like the book of Enoch, and that's understandable. But at the same time, we're just trying to know what happened at that time in the days of Noah. So, is it a sin? Yes, because you're intermeeting with that is not of your kind. Some of you might say, well, Joe, I love this half-bred, half-human, half-cow type of person, and that's your business, bro. That's your business. I've given up. Well, I haven't given up on mankind. Not much. But, yeah, so it is a sin. It is a sin. It is a sin. So I would not recommend any person, man or woman, to get with a Nephilim and marry them, because especially if you're going to be the one that's going to be causing havoc, having your children with these creatures, having children with them and causing havoc on the earth. So without further ado, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. It is your man, Joe.